And Jong and Lee 6 will be first to play, Jerry.
She will. Calculating the numbers right now. 142 to the front, 175 yards to that hole that, from her perspective, looks like the super missed the green.
Well, and to put it into perspective, Jerry, only 35% of the field have hit this green today.
Well, that's understandable, because if you take enough club to get it there, the target's tiny. The bailout to make sure you hit the green is short and right, but you're leaving yourself 50 feet, and you don't want that. They're highly trained professionals. They expect to hit a good shot. Slight breeze helping. A little from the right. It's not much. It's actually quite refreshing on what turned out to be a gorgeous summer evening.
Not much helping, no.
Quite the turnaround from this morning when we were all sort of sitting in our hotel rooms wondering how much golf we would get in today, if any at all, because if you talk about over an inch and a half of rain, you know, most golf courses would struggle to contain that given how wet this golf course already was. Everybody just did a tremendous job to be out here right now.
I'm sure there are closes in the area that by 10 or 11 o'clock this morning just say we're done for the day. This is 6 iron for 6.
Aiming this one quite out to the right, Jerry, looking to maybe draw this one in.
Bit of a side hill lie, though.
Okay.
It's trying to draw in. It's still right of the hole.
Not too bad a spot to get up and down from. Didn't go all the way down into the hollow. Kind of stayed on the little upslope a bit. Zet Salas will be next. This is a tough angle, Jerry.
It's almost blind, actually, to the level where the hole is.
You're talking about that stick that's right of the camera now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say half of that, okay?
It's got to be between 7 and 8 iron.
Doesn't part of your plan with this shot, Jerry, have to be that I've got to have a club in my hand that carries the bunker?
Oh, yeah. She's going with 8. It's a bit of a downhill lie, which gives you a bit more distance. I don't think she has to crush it, but she can't tickle it. Has to hit it full. Left of the line she was aiming on, but right at it.
Well, and would not have carried the bunker, so a little bit of a break to just have a little pitch, chip, whatever.
She gave it a spanking, Judy.
Yeah.
Bad club. She whacked it.
Now, Celine, she's in that the Bermuda rough there, Jerry. This is going to impact this shot, don't you think?
Yeah, she had way too good a tee shot to end up here. It just went too far. I mean, it was hugging the right edge of the fairway. She's got 140 to the hole.
And there is nowhere to miss this one, really. I mean, short in the bunker is not good. And then if you're hole high and right, there's another bunker down there and some rough that you don't want any part of.
Pitching wedge. Going to be really tough to put any spin on it. She's going right, but that's going to go too far. Too far right and too far, period.
And whilst we were watching these players walk up to the green, we're going to go to Morgan Pressel, who is with Matilda Castron.
Yeah, Matilda backed up your 5 under yesterday with another 5 under 66 today. What went well for you out on the golf course?
My irons have been really good. I put in the new tie-laced irons, and they've been working really well. I hit some good shots, especially with like my 7, 9, and pitching wedges. So that really helped. I made some good putts from like 6 to 15 feet. So yeah, that really made the difference today.
When did you put those new irons in your bag?
On Tuesday.
After your win, you put in new irons?
Well, they felt so good. I tried them on the range, and I played the practice rounds with them. And the only little difference was they're a little bit higher, like higher flight, and like maybe a couple yards longer. So I thought it was perfect. They felt great. So yeah.
Well, they seem to be working. Now, today was definitely a strange day with the 6-hour delay this morning. You've probably been here at the golf course all morning. How did you spend those 6 hours?
I spent the whole day here at the golf course. It was great because there was food all day and friends. I hung out with the other players and caddies. We had a lot of stuff to talk about. We're checking the radar every 5 minutes, waiting for the updates. Actually, it went kind of quickly, but yeah, it was mainly the food that kept me here.
Well, as a rookie, that's good tour experience right there, 6-hour delays. Have a great weekend. Thanks, Matilda.
Thank you.
It's back at the ninth now. Lizette Salas. I mean, this does not look too easy, Jerry, for her third shot.
No, I think I'd rather be in the sand, actually. Boudier played a gorgeous little spinner from down right of the hole, kept it 5 feet under it. This one has to land on that left fringe. It's going to ricochet right. He's going to play pretty much a modified lob shot. Threw it a little far. Oh, had a touch of spin on it, but still some work.
Not bad, though.
Not at all.
You know, I was curious if she could get that inside of where Boudier hit it, and that's a tough one.
Pornanong Patlam.
Yes.
All right. Judy, it's her 262nd LPGA start, and she's going to keep playing.
I tell you, she has the most precise game. She's got a wonderful golf swing. It's hard to see it ever going awry, but winning comes hard for her.
Speaking of going awry, this is running the gauntlet. So we've had oversized shopping carts. We've had the gauntlet.
This is what golf tournaments are all about,
I'm
right
telling
here.
you.
Fun
Yes.
for the community.
Isn't
fun
it
for the
great
people
to have everybody back, Karen?
This is not that far away from the ninth hole, Jerry, where Lee Six has his putt for birdie.
No, you can hear a bit of the festivities going on out here, and it's really a welcome sight to see people gathered together in a community so very behind their event and proud of their facility. This now a very slow putt, able to get it just a few inches off the green with the club length lift clean in place. Once it gets up top, it's very straight. You just got to clobber it.
Yeah, that was really hard to get the ball all the way to the hole there. And we just caught a little glimpse of the inflatable village little area there for the kids that they were playing on in the background. I mean, look at this place.
Is there an age limit?
This is amazing. I mean, I'm not so sure that if there were kids in the neighborhood, you'd be able to get them away from this place. You know. And as parents, you're always looking for something to do for the kids. That looks like ideal.
3 ball.
Going to be a big weekend.
Very tempted to pop down there myself, Judy.
Well, if you do, let me know so I can take your picture.
Now, Celine is next, Jerry?
I think so, yeah.
It's close.
Shadows are getting long, and Lizette just wanted to get to the other side of the hole, so held her up for a minute, had to move her mark back. Got a decent read as Jonghyun Lee Six's putt came to a screeching halt. Boy, the intensity in Celine's eyes. You know, she's a soft-spoken person. You would almost say shy, but when you talk to her, you realize she's not. But the intensity in her eyes while she is competing is, and you see it in the energy she expends. Yeah, she's got a little Jordan Spieth-type pace to her when she's around the ball, and she looks so very, very different.
There you go. Great up and down.
Bogey free.
Well, and you know that intensity, you know, she's at 7 under par as well. I mean, that's a nice little spot to be in. A couple of little solid rounds, backing up a really good week last week at the KPMG Women's PGA Championship. And that intensity, you know, that Jerry was talking about, those are a couple of intangibles that you can't really teach. You either have that competitive nature in you or you don't.
You gain so much confidence when you play a major tournament and a very difficult golf course well. I think it does so much for you. And even, you know, in the case of Lizette, even though she didn't win, You know, and it's not a small victory. It's a victory to have played really good golf there for 4 days.
Well, she holds the dubious honor of having the highest runner, the lowest score to par for a runner-up in 2 majors throughout the history of golf.
Yeah.
But she has a lot of very deep fire burning inside her that drives her to succeed.
Yep.
And that might have been to make the cut right there, and she knew it after the 8-iron from the fairway.
Well, these players will get a long break.
So we just saw a little graphic saying now that 82 players are at even or better, so it's actually getting better in favour of the even par players right now.
Good.
Still a simple tap in there for Jong-un Lee 6, and another solid round of golf for her today, just 1 under par. She's at 8 under.
Together as a twosome, and here's Fowler today on the 2nd hole. Birdie from 7 feet gets him to 3 under. Ricky off to a nice start. Then on the 5th hole, the par 3, how about this shot?
Yeah, this is an incredible shot right here. Although the lie is good, you can see the ball sitting up, but still, it is moving fast, but it is dead center into that hole.
And
that's the Ricky Fowler
side. Ricky, here is on the 1st hole.
Yeah, this from the greenside bunker didn't have a great sound to it. And for a player of his caliber out of the bunkers, that's not a very good shot and not a very good way to start his day.
Yeah, he would make bogey and drop to 2 under after a 69 on Thursday. Now Phil on the 2nd hole, his 2nd shot.
Yeah, I like this swing right here. Drove the ball beautifully today. The approach shots were good. Look at that distance control. And that is a good answer to the mistake at the 1st.
Yeah, he knocks it to within 8 feet. Now let's see if he can convert.
Great camera work here. Look at that line rolling perfect. That was not an easy putt to read.
Yeah, bounce back birdie there. He's back at 3 under. Meanwhile, on the 7th hole, the par 5, this putt for birdie from 9 feet.
Yeah, had a little trouble with the putter yesterday, but it started to warm up later in the day yesterday, and it was good today.
So he's 4 under, ready to make it run, but ran into problems. Here he is on the 12th hole, the par 4.
Yeah, he was kind of on the back slope of the bunker there, a little bit of a downhill lie, so not the easiest of shots, but still we've seen Phil pull those off before many times.
Makes bogey, falls to 3 under. Now on the 14th hole, his 4th shot from over the green.
Yeah, that was just kind of a super-duper scooper there.
Yeah, he would bogey the par 5. He's 2 under now and outside the cut number, trying to play the weekend. Here he is on the 17th hole of par 5, his 3rd.
Yeah, this might have been the best shot he hit all day right here. This is an absolute beauty when he knows the cut number is on the line.
The field is a chaser now.
This is Castron at the par 3 3rd. She began on the 10th hole today. A modest 2 under par on her first 9 holes, but she'd go on to make birdie there at 3, and that took her to 8 under. That gave her a share of the lead with overnight leader Jin Young Ko, and then she would take the lead outright with that birdie at the 4th. And then at 7, a third of 3 par 3s on the front 9 at Old American. She's making these par 3s look easy. As Judy said, a 66. Matilda Castron for a 2nd straight day. Celine Boudier makes her home in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and she looks right at home this week.
Well, she just keeps becoming a stronger and stronger player.
Solheim Cup star a couple of years ago. Jong-un Lee 6, I promise, is back there somewhere behind John Colleen, the veteran caddy, and the 2019 Rookie of the Year and U.S. Women's Open champ. Has gotten herself into contention at the par 5, 6th along the shores of Lake Louisville. Lee 6 with her 2nd.
But this was a spectacular shot. She did not convert and make the eagle, but what a 2nd shot at the par 5.
Jong-un Lee 6 will pick up a shot there, get to 8 under par. She shot 70.
Let's go back out to the golf course. Bryson DeChambeau today trying to climb the leaderboard. Shot a 72 in his opening round. Here he is on the 14th hole, the par 5 from 275 out. Knocks it on the green in 2. A 2-putt for birdie to get to 1 under. Shambo started on hole number 10. Move now to the 17th hole. Par 5, this putt for birdie from 6 feet, Rolf.
Yeah, nothing seemed to go right for Bryson today. That was a good putt there, but overall didn't really putt very well, didn't drive it well, didn't hit great approach shots.
He played a good opening 9, shot 34, but then on his closing 9, yeah, I mean, just went south. Look at this chip shot here on his 10th hole, the first. Would make bogey there. And then he really expressed himself on the par 3 fifth after missing the green here.
No way, dude. I hate golf. Thing just
Been there, done that, Bryson. He would go in to make bogey, drop to 1 under. Now DeChambeau on the 6th hole, par 4, his second.
Yeah, just 128 yards to the hole here. He's got to hoist it up and over the tree.
That finds the greenside bunker. And his frustrations continue. He tries to get up and down from the bunker here.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to be playing with a lot of energy. We heard his attitude. I don't know if I've ever heard him say, I hate golf. We know he loves golf.
Missed there, yeah. And he'd gone to bogey. A shot better than Thursday. He shot a 71, but still, that's not good enough. 1 under to make the cut here at the Rocket Mortgage Classic. And